Hey friends, welcome back to Crusty TV where we paint baits and make lures. Alright, I thought I'd do a little video today just on colors, on brands of paints that I use, and show you some things about colors. One thing that you can tell is I have a lot of colors up here. And I started out buying sets of colors. Like folk art, when I started doing wood carving, I bought a bunch of folk art different paints because they were cheap. They're like 50 cents to $1 a bottle. And when I got my first airbrush and stuff, I bought the U.S. Art Supply airbrush colors, and I bought the whole set with all the colors. I think I'm not even sure how many. I think there's like I want to say 50, maybe 50 something paints in there, 54 paints or something like that. And then I started buying, of course, I didn't buy a whole set of Createx. I just started buying colors. And the things that you'll find out about different paint brands is the colors are not the same, obviously. Okay, so, but you can use that to your advantage if you want to buy different brands of colors. Okay, so what I'm going to show you, let's bring the camera in close, and then I'm going to talk to you about, we're just going to do yellows today, just because I thought yellow would be a good color to choose from, because there's a lot of different colors of yellow out there. So let's take a look at some yellows, and yeah, and maybe you pick something up. I know some of you guys are all new bait painters and learning about bait painting and stuff, and I just like to share some of the things that I've learned over time. And yeah, hope you enjoy it. I know some of you want to run a business, so be sure and go to my community tab. And if you haven't done this already, go to my community tab and do the poll down at the bottom where it tells, where I asked you what you'd like to see on this channel as far as, baits, as far as making lures, painting lures, things like that. So if you could go down to the community tab, if you go to my channel dashboard, and you'll see community, click community, and it'll take you down to a little survey I'm doing, because I want to give you guys more of the content that you want, and also I want to do things that'll really help out new painters, and even if you're wanting to start a business and things like that. So I'm going to start using the community tab a lot more, so you'll find things in there that I post. So yeah, well, let's take a look at yellow and golds and other colors like ochre. But let's take a look at some of these yellows now. In the U.S. I always say air. It's U.S. Art Supply airbrush colors. We have a bright yellow. Okay, and we also have a canary yellow. So you can see these two colors are not the same yellows. This one has a little more of a red tint to it, and this one is a really bright yellow. Now here we have Createx bright yellow, and you can see it's closer more to canary, but not as red. It's kind of when you spray it, it kind of has a little more of a greenish yellow to it. And then we have Comart, and this is Comart's Hansa yellow. Back here we got Folk Art, and we got Yellow Light. Then we got Golden Sunset, and we got Sunbeam. And then you talk about Yellow Fluorescence, so which to me that's more chartreuse. That's what I call chartreuse. But so we got all these colors of yellow here, but how can we use these to our advantage? Well, when you're spraying vignettes or gradients, as we call them, one little trick you can do is to use these yellows and start off with like a lighter base yellow, and then add a little more transparent of this yellow. Now over here we have two transparents. We have a transparent, and then we have an opaque. And I know there's even more yellows in Createx. So the point I want to try to make here to you is that you can use these different colors to create different blends of yellow. So I could take the opaque yellow, spray that down, then come on top of it with the sunbeam and get a little different blend of colors there. I can take the transparent yellow from Createx, spray it on top of this yellow, and get a little more gradual. So I could go actually from 3 colors here and have a nice gradient between 3 yellows that is going to be a nice blend of different colors and different styles. You could add in the golden sunset even. It's a little different. So a lot of times in my videos I just use some simple colors because of the fact that it gives you a chance to see how these colors blend together with each other. And I try to give it the best look I can on video, but until you apply these colors in your own shop and start working with them, you can really start seeing some of the different creations you can make just out of these colors. And then you add on the fluorescence on top of that, even gives a little more of a different blend to it. So yeah, I just wanted to do a little video on that and explain to you a little bit about the different colors. You could get reds. You can do the same thing with reds. You can do the same thing with magentas and violets. You can do the same thing with oranges. I know painting is expensive. Buying the paints is expensive. But if you want to be able to create a lot of different blends and a lot of different looking baits and have a lot more fun experimenting with different colors and color blends, I would suggest don't marry yourself to one brand. Step out there and see what's available, and put some things together and just to try to create different blends, different colors, different patterns, things like that. And yeah, that's really the fun of it all, is creating unique baits. So yeah, that was just a little tip I wanted to lay into you guys, and we'll be talking more about blends and doing more different blends on this channel. So yeah, the next video I got coming up is just a blend of 2 colors, 2 complementary colors. So if you're new to the channel, welcome, and I hope you guys learned something, pick something up from these videos. Make sure you watch the whole video, because a lot of times during painting a bait or making a bait, I throw in a lot of tips, and you want to make sure you don't miss a tip. So I appreciate everybody that's subscribed to the channel, and hope you pick something up. If you haven't subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button, ring that notification bell so you get notified when we put up the next video. And always remember, stay crusty, my friends.